You can't kill the boogeyman. Greetings, my fellow Fright Fiends. It's your buddy Boogeyman Ben here for a new episode of Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone, and this is a horror tag. It's actually called the Michael Myers tag, and I was tagged by my friend Sean Erschen. This tag was about a week ago, a little over a week ago, and my apologies to you, Sean, for taking so long to get this video out, but I've just been really busy. But I wanted to make sure that I followed through on this, because I always appreciate when people tag me in videos and ask, I love being a part of the horror community here on YouTube. It's just a fantastic community, and I want to make sure I can do everything that I can to support other fellow horror YouTubers, so I thought this would be a lot of fun. So the first question is, if Michael Myers appeared in your house, you had this knife and everything, and he was in your home, what would you do? What would your reaction be? My reaction would be to get the fuck out of my house, to grab my family, to grab my cats, and get out of the house, and alerting people that were close to me in the neighborhood that there was a crazy killer in my home, and that they should vacate the premises as well, because there's no use of trying to barricade yourself in. He will get into your house. So yeah, flee the premises. That would be the way that I would deal with that one, and contact the authorities. Question number 2 is favorite Michael Myers acting performance. My favorite Michael Myers acting performance is Dick Warlock, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. I don't know what it was about Dick Warlock's performance in that film. Halloween 2 was the first film in the series, or the franchise, that I remember seeing all the way through. I had seen pieces of the original Halloween, but I didn't see the original Halloween all the way through until many years later. But Halloween 2 was on cable, and I saw that one more frequently. And Dick Warlock, there was something inhuman about his performance. There was just something that was much more sinister about the way that Dick Warlock portrayed the Shape, and I still to this day think he is the most terrifying. That performance is the most terrifying of any of them in the franchise. Question number 3 is a favorite Michael Myers kill in the franchise. Now this one I'm going to kind of cheat, because I do have 2. One is from Halloween 2, and that's when Michael Myers kills the marshal after Dr. Loomis shoots him. And then the next one is going to be in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, when Michael Myers kills Brady in the stairwell. I don't know why, but those 2 are 2 of my favorite scenes, and I think it's just everything that leads up to them. It's the setups that make those kills, because they're not the bloodiest kills in the franchise, but they are 2 of the most effective kills in the franchise, in my opinion. Question number 4 is, should they have made Jamie Lloyd the killer in Halloween 5? So of course, people that, have seen the Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, the way that it comes across is that the evil has been passed on to her from Michael, and that she has killed her foster mother. His evil has been passed on to a child, and I think that's more terrifying than anything. I think it would have been interesting if they had gone a different angle with Halloween 5. Halloween 5 is one of my least favorite films in the franchise, even though I do enjoy it. There's just something off about that film. It just doesn't feel as cohesive as Halloween 4 did. There's a lot of things that just don't work. And one of the things I think doesn't work is that the story just isn't as sharp. I think Michael Myers definitely should have come back, because he is the main antagonist of the franchise. But it would have been interesting to see if possibly that he would have had like a sidekick. I think even Danielle Harris sort of talked about that in an interview. That would have been funny if she would have been his sidekick, or his evil sidekick, or even explore a darker side to Jamie Lloyd, almost like Michael Myers was at the beginning of Halloween 1, where he was institutionalized and just almost comatose. If they would have done that route, I think that would have been really eerie. Almost to explore, like, does she have that side to her now? I also think they copped out with the whole thing at the end of Halloween 4 and Halloween 5. I really think she should have killed her foster mom. If they were going to go that far, I think they should have actually gone for it, instead of copping out and saying she just attacked her. I don't know. That would have been kind of interesting to address, but again, you're dealing with a child, so I understand why they didn't go that route. But it would have been interesting to see. Question number 5 is, do you think they went too far with the cult storyline? Now, of course, the cult storyline, the Thorn storyline, didn't show up until Halloween 5. It went further in Halloween 6. But the cult storyline was interesting to me. It was interesting to sort of put a little bit of a, reason why Michael had done what he had done. It does take away some of the mystery of what the character was. I liked the cult storyline, and unfortunately, with Donald Pleasance passing away, I would have been interested to see where they were planning to go with the original ending for Halloween 6, because I do love the ending in the producer's cut with Dr. Loomis having the thorn symbol passed on to him. Now he's Michael's guardian. It would have been interesting to see where they went with that in the next film if Donald Pleasance had lived. Okay, number 6 is the worst Halloween film. So many people are going to say Halloween Resurrection, and I think I'm going to have to agree with them. I mean, as much as there are elements of the film that I do like, I've said that Sean Patrick Thomas I really enjoyed in it. For the limited time that Laurie Strode is on screen, I enjoyed that aspect of it. And I also think that Brad Laree was a fantastic Michael Myers. The problem for me with that film, it doesn't feel like it belongs in the Halloween universe. And I think it's just because the characters are so one-dimensional. There's nothing about them that makes you care about them when things are going down. Everybody hates Busta Rhymes, but at least Busta Rhymes had a personality. A lot of the people that were playing, the kids that were doing the webcam, there was nothing interesting about them in the film, and it's a shame because there was some really great actresses like Katie Sackhoff. There was some great people in the film, but yeah, it just didn't work. So yeah, I'm gonna have to unfortunately go with Resurrection, which is a shame because Rick Rosenthal directed it, and he directed one of my favorite films in the franchise. So question number 7 is: would you have made the new Halloween? So Halloween 2018, would you have made it a sequel to the original, a sequel to Halloween 2, or a sequel to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? Now, this is a really tricky question because, of course, the new Halloween is coming out this October. It is going to be a direct sequel to the original Halloween. The sequels are wiped clean. So similar to what happened when we had Halloween Age 20, they ignored 4, 5, and 6, and it was a direct sequel to Halloween 2. Now with this one, Halloween 2 is not even in the mix. Laurie and Michael will not be brother and sister. This is 40 years after the events of the original film, which, I'm really excited to see because I think there's some great people involved in it, and I want to see where they go with it. But I don't like when a film series ignores chapters, when they ignore certain films within the franchise. I feel like they should be able to tie things together. So I think for this answer, as much as I'm looking forward to the new Halloween, I would say I would have preferred a direct sequel to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, which is originally, I think, what they were going to do. That was something that Todd Farmer and Patrick Lucero had written a long time ago. They were exploring doing a new Halloween film, and they were going to make it a direct sequel to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And I would have preferred that than them going back and saying, okay, now all these movies don't exist now. That's not to say I'm very pumped to see this new Halloween film. I'm very excited. I'm so happy that all the main players that are involved in this film's got me very excited for it. Okay, the last question, question number 8, is to reenact your favorite line in the Halloween franchise. Now, I'm not a great actor, so I will do my best, but this is from Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and it's a scene where Dr. Loomis sees Michael Myers in the diner. Why now? You waited 10 years. I knew this day would come. Don't go to Haddonfield. If you want another victim, take me. But leave those people in peace. Please. Michael. God damn you. I love that scene. I think it's such a powerful scene because Donald Pleasance was such a brilliant actor. It still gives me, I still get excited and it gives me like goosebumps when I watch it because it's impactful. It's very impactful. So yeah, that's it. So I want to thank Sean Erschen for tagging me in this video series, the Michael Myers tag, And I'm going to tag some folks that I would like to see do the same thing, so to pass this along, keep this little thing going here. So I'm going to tag my friend Horror Freak New York. I'm also going to tag Horrific Nightmares JM, Realms of the She-Nerd, and Todd All Things Horror. So if you guys want to keep this tag going, that would be great. Special shout out to Sean Erschen. I'll put a link down to his channel down below. Let me know what you guys think about my answers. I want to thank everyone for supporting Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. And if you like the stuff that I'm putting out, the content that I'm putting out, hit that subscribe button. Also, check me out on social media. I got my links down below. And as always, thanks so much for watching Boogeyman Ben's Horror Zone. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Stay scared as always. Peace.